Hello, this is Charles Lewis again, the author of The Diamond Mind, The Law of Attraction, based on ancient scriptures and modern day practitioners. It's available on Amazon, iTunes, and Audible. Today's message is the evolution of forgiveness. I did a video probably a little over a year ago, and although everything that I spoke of still applies, I've evolved in the way that I approach forgiveness. So, number one, and I am purposely redundant about this because it's so important. Two opposing energy frequencies cannot occupy the same space. If you're filled with hate, envy, jealousy, condemnation, unforgiveness, negative self-image, there's no way that you can attract love, happiness, health, success, wealth, prosperity, good relationships. Two opposing energy frequencies cannot occupy the same space. They cannot coincide. You cannot serve two masters. Bottom line, it's either one or the other. So, the first thing to understand about forgiveness is that when a person afflicts you in some type of way, does something wrong to you, or something that you perceive as wrong, or something that's actually wrong, I mean, well, it's all perception, but if you've been hurt in some way by another's actions, it's more about that person than it is about you. People that are hurting hurt other people. Negative energy is always looking for a host. It's too painful to hold in. So they get some temporary relief from releasing it out onto people that they're around. It's just too painful to hold on to internally. So a lot of this, most of the times, the way that a person afflicted you, they have been afflicted that same way. So, and it stems from childhood. So, like I tell people, it's imagine that person as a defenseless child. Let's just take abuse for example, any type of abuse. Let's imagine that person as a defenseless child, either being abused or watching abuse take place. I think both of them are equally as damaging. So if that child grows up and these issues are unaddressed, they're going to manifest themselves. And typically it's by lashing out. Again, it's too painful to hold in. That negative energy is looking for a host. The people that are closest to that person are usually the ones that are affected by that negative energy projection. So, it doesn't excuse what they did to you. But when you understand it a little bit better, you can it kind of makes it easier to start the process of forgiving. I think the second step is this. After you've forgiven that person, you understand that, they didn't just purposely intend to hurt you. It was something else that was going on. Part of forgiveness is wishing them the best, like genuinely. And you have to be genuine about this. I mean, because the way I look at it is this. If I wish that person the best, they're going to get the help that they need, and nobody else is going to be hurt like I was hurt. So that's a good approach. The third way, which is kind of the same thing, but just a little bit deeper, and you're going to freaking hate this one. So when somebody does us wrong, we imagine these petty scenarios where we're in some high position of authority, and that person that afflicted us needs some help, and I'm the only person, I'm the judge, jury, and executioner, and I get to decide whether or not that person gets the help that they need. And when they come to me for help, I'm just going to remind them everything that they did wrong to me and tell them no. It's petty as hell. Or here's a good one that I used to imagine all the time. I'm going to throw a party and invite everybody but them. It's goofy. So the third step, it probably the most difficult to accomplish, but it becomes easier if you complete the first two steps, is if you're ever in a position to have some type of positive impact on their life, you do it. Look at all of the things that you've done wrong, all the mistakes that you've made, and God still blesses you. The word tells us to be ye imitators of God. There it is. Have a good day. God bless.